Hi guys, 7 trades. Today we are on Monday, and so far I'm looking for a long setup on the GBPUSD and the price reaching this buy side liquidity. The reason being the fact that the price in this week opened low, even though we didn't create a proper bottom, but we ran Friday's low right here, which is this sell side, which is unpainted, as well as all of these lows. So we have a higher time frame S&P divergence between GBPUSD and Euro USD. So I'm trading away from this high time frame bullish imbalance. Let me annotate it clearly. It's this one. So that is the model. I'm looking for a setup from internal range liquidity to external range liquidity, but as long as I get enough risk to reward, I won't hold for the whole range upwards. So far on the lower time frame there is a little chop, but the nearest PDRA is this bullish fair value gap right here. It has already been retested, but due to the fact that today is a non-news Monday, I will require more confirmations, meaning that I prefer for this low which retested the fair value gap to be reswept. Because it's some kind of range and we have innocent divergence on these highs right there. So I want to see if the price can sweep it before reversing back to the upside. So this is another liquidity which I want to see if to get swept, for me to be sure that bias is still bullish. Let me see if the range is adequate for me to get set up. You can see that it's only like 3 pips. That is why I don't trust this range right here. It's a chop. Usually I take trades starting from 7 to 14 pips, but this one is just 3 pips range, so it's just most likely a consolidation. But so far this bullish fair value gap is holding well. Yeah, the price didn't close below the equilibrium, the consequent encroachment of it, so that is a quite good sign to see. Though there's some kind of a very tight range which I do not trust at all. let's see if the range right here is adequate. 4 pips range, no, 3 pips. That would be very tight for me to take a trade right there. I want to be alerted when the price does if it is low. And if they do not do it soon enough, I won't consider still looking for long setups. So what happened? Price set these lows right here. Why? Is there nothing to the value stopper? No. No, just it. But you can see that on the Euro USD, the 830 low did get sub. But on the GBPUSD, it did not. This is just a range, to be honest. I don't know what the price is trying to do. If in the next candle we reaches this price area, I won't be interested in long setups anymore, because I will have already missed out. If price reaches 1.34300, then that would be too late for me to look for any more long setups. So I officially missed out on a trade, but it wasn't valid for me because I couldn't trust this 830 open high. It didn't fit any kind of lows or retest any kind of PDRA for me to trust that we were going to make an expansion higher. So I missed out already. So I will wait for the next setup. I won't rush to get into the setup which already moved too much. For example, if the 830 did like this, it opened and they made a significant low like this one, and maybe it reached like this, I would be comfortable longing as long as we closed above this candle right here. That will be my entry. That will be enough, because then I will be sure that this low right here have been reswept, and yeah, we created a lot of we accumulated a lot of set buy stops sell side listing below this 824 low. Then I will be comfortable longing as long as this candle closed and I do something like this and target this high right here or the body close. That would be the ideal scenario, but obviously it didn't play out and I'm not in a rush to just chase price. So since this didn't happen, there is no trade for now. Just have to wait and see if there is anything else that the price will present in the meantime. So far, I better go back to the high time frame to not be fixated on the low time frame to actually spot the reversal. So far, the high time frame looks like this. It's some kind of a funnel. You can literally draw a trend line right here, and another one like here. It's a pattern. So that means I will only be looking for the return back inside of the range at least once price reaches this buy side liquidity. Then I'll be interested in looking for the reversal back into the range, but for now nothing fancy. so I'm not looking for chasing anything so far. But if there is going to be any short setup, it will be a lot clearer on the Euro USD, because Euro has expanded much higher than GBPUSD, and since there is an S&T divergence on these highs right there, I still think a return back into the range on the Euro USD will be much quicker and much higher probability than GBPUSD. Specifically because this one is the weakest, which was able to go through below previous day's low. So on either asset, if it reaches these London highs and Asian highs rather, I'll be interested to look for any sign of reversal to trade back into the range. Let's see on the gold. Gold also is pumping. It's essentially the same pattern. Lower highs and lower lows, so it's like a downtrend of some sort. But yeah, gold is not the cleanest, to be honest, because look at this large dump. If you get to the daily time frame on the gold, you could see how much we pushed back to the downside. So a reason I think gold is pumping back right up is to create a daily wick. So if we do return to the daily open, the daily objectives will be pretty much done. So looking for setups on gold wouldn't be more viable. The only setup which you can look for right now is a continuation back to the daily open, which is right here, which could be considered buy side liquidity. But it's just ranging, so I don't think there is anything high probability in the gold today. So far the Euro USD is almost reaching those highs which I was talking about. GBPUSD is the weakest one. Let's see. Also 9 AM is 7 minutes away. So let's pretend that we were looking at the Euro USD instead of GBPUSD, and this was our dealing range. So from 9:30, 8:30, we will be looking for long setups, but Euro already retested the equilibrium of the range which we were supposed to be targeting instead, meaning that if we enter the right here with our stops somewhere around there, could we get this risk to reward is not that fancy. And also so the GBPUSD as well as Euro USD has reached the point which I was anticipating a reversal to come off of. So what's next is observing how price behaves on these highs. Ideally, I'd wanna see a rejection or a high formation on this price range right here. So I'm going to delete this alert so it can't spam me anymore. All I'm looking for is a reversal. Can I get it or not? Let me go back to the high time frame and see what will happen, so we can clear out our drawings, initial drawings. Okay, this one can stay, I don't mind. Do we get a reversal or not? So far it seems like the GBPUSD made a significantly higher high. So if we go to the Euro USD, it seems like it's the one which is eligible to make lower prices more easily. So what do we have now? We have this London high which have just been swept. So it's a range high which has been swept. And so far everyone who's been making money throughout this move higher has his stops inside of this price action. The low which has the most liquidity but also the highest probability for being hit is this one, which is the 8 a.m. So that is the target so far. That means that we have a range, a low right here, which is our target, and the reversal range high, which is right there. If we pull up the GBPUSD, let me see if I can get the GBP USD. It's not reversing as quick as the Euro USD, so our attention is fixed on the Euro. Ideally, I'd like for this 30-minute candle to close, because it can easily close bullish, forming a continuation to fill in or this liquidity void right here. It can still be balanced, so that is why my only point of interest right now is this high right here. So that is why I'm not in a rush to call the high. I don't want to force shorts on a clear uptrend, because we've closed above this down close candle. So where is the previous 9? So it seems like we didn't get what we wanted. the price pushed to the upside past where we thought it would reverse. So there is nothing to trade here, unfortunately. Yeah, I think it's pretty much this. Yeah, there is no trade for today. As well as the euro, which managed to push to the downside, but there was no setup inside of this lower time frame fractal to look for short opportunities. Price immediately started pushing to the upside once again. So I think that's it. And yeah, we will see tomorrow what happens. So thank you guys for sticking to the end. So even trades. I'll see you in the next one.